You want to call that look? Here it is. It was a rather seductive look, I think.
Seductive,
I don't know which player he was looking at. 3-on-3, Henry. You want to take this one away?
Well, I was ready for it, but it's gone. Unfortunately, MIBR do win it. A much-needed knife round, I would say, considering it's a map like Train. You want to get that CT side. You want to win the pistol. You want to be looking to get 9-10 rounds on the CT side. Whether that's possible against Astralis, I'm not really sure. But it looks like we're ready to go live, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your patience. We apologize for the delay. And we'll be map number 2 underway any second now, and we'll have a look at the buys as they come through. You can see a quick huddle as they discuss their options here. Zipex actually doing the majority of the talking there. It's going to be Glaive listening as Device is stretching, getting ready to show us what he's capable of. Always so deadly on maps like Train. It's a sniper's dream. You can do so much damage on the CT side, especially so much open space and easy ways to rotate towards both bomb sites. I'm sure he'll be causing some damage here as Zonic gets stuck in. He's ready to give the real speech now. Tell them what's going on.
This is it. It's a game of inches. I wish I remembered that whole speech from Any Given Sunday. That's one of the best. We used to quote that like first game of the playoffs, guy named Mike Simons on our hockey team. First period, he just bust out that whole speech, and we'd be like, all right, let's go, boys. We're fired up.
Just like knock it out of the park.
Sorry?
I said pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely, pretty much. We used to also sing I Feel the Winds of God Today, which is a hymn.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we used to rip that out whenever we were going into a third period in the playoffs. And then I'd go out and get a penalty and we'd lose because they'd score on the power play. So it was all fine.
Well, we are sat down. The in-ears are being placed. The headsets are going on. The coffee is being drank. Heads are being rubbed. It's all coming together now. Dupree doesn't look that excited, but as MIBR ready on the CT side, the buys are starting to come through. Fallen with the defuse kit, 2 flashbangs. Molotovs and smokes here for Astralis. Janko is loosening up.
Yeah, he's the one stretching out. He's getting ready for this.
They've got 2 smokes here on the T side. So this is either an outside execution, or they go for the lower play and have the Molotov for post-plant towards inside. We'll see. It looks like we have got the bomb heading towards it. So this could be maybe an outside fake or a straight-up outside play with the fast smokes. We'll see whether they get on the pop dog or not. It will be an outside attack. Smokes down, and Tarek to defend him. He hasn't looked too good today. See if he can find the initial headshots. He actually just receives one straight up, and it's at the fur now to try and pull this round back. So bomb's planted. Stewie tantalizingly close to denying it, but it will be planted. Magis finds a 4-on-2, and now Fur and Cold Zero. It looks like an impossible task ahead of the map.
It certainly does. More so if Cold's not going to hit those shots because it's making matters worse. Device finds Fur despite taking damage. Cold gets one in return finally on his Ipix, but that could have been his second, not his first. If it were, he'd be in a 1-on-2, and he might have a chance to make it a 1-on-1 if that had hit. He now knows Device is low, however. Swings out, finds him in the corner, tries to bait the shots, but very slyly Device slides underneath of his crosshair, and we find ourselves with Astralis winning their 3rd of 3 pistols in this series.
Not bad at all. Very nice stuff there. Astralis with the outside smokes. The flashbangs. 3 players out of Pop Dog. Tarek stuck behind E-Box. He needed at least 1 kill. We could hear them coming, but got absolutely nothing out of it. Apart from the bullet to the face, as they will force buy in the second. MIBR, this is a risk if ever I've seen one. So they won't get guns in the 3rd if they don't win this, of course. They're going to try and win out here with the double scouts. A lot of teams do try this on Train. Just because now the $1,900 you get, you can actually afford 2 scouts instead of just 1. Whether it'll work out for them is yet to be seen, though. They need to be very sneaky about it. They don't want to fire off too many shots. They want to suggest they're full eco. Oh, goodness, Tarek. His woes continue here. Matt Shawley, he'll be going down. Double team from the Pop Dog and the main entrance. Dupree with both kills so far. Make it 3. Fur and Stewie, nothing to do, I'm afraid. The scout's not going to save them now, and the backstab will be found. Zipex gets dinked in the process. The bomb's planted. The force spy goes wrong. It's going to be 3-0. And I say that because they're full eco next round. They can't afford to invest anything into round number 3.
Yeah, that's a bit of a struggle, City.
Not a single kill.
Yeah, Tarek definitely is still at odds with the game right now, I think. Safe way of saying so. Good shot from Fur, at least, to find Device.
He has looked good, so I'm sure we'll get another one here. Yeah, you can just feel it. He's in good position there, and he does get 2. Dupree with 3 kills, though. He'll be fine with that. They are up against a full eco, whatever happens. So maybe just PG-50s here, I would say, at the very most. Can't really justify much more than that. Cold Sarah maybe get a Deagle with 3k. There's the replay of Dupree from the main entrance at Tarek. Got completely flashed out of position. Dupree just looks clinical with his approach of the AK-47, dissects the outside bomb site, and it will be a full eco. Just 1 HE purchased, and that will do 4 damage towards Dupree. So there we go.
Device spots one. Smart to not repeat. The nade's not bad.
Just to know, Astralis has not bought all the utility. They've just got smokes, some HEs. They haven't purchased everything. They're just like, you know, if anyone goes down, let's keep the money as strong as possible. We don't need these flashes.
Sure, and also not give away. Well, I suppose when you have one nade, you're going to drop your strongest nade, so that doesn't matter. I like what Device did there. Spotted one rather than repeat it, just threw a nade out. Knew that they weren't going to have armor. Spotted a pistol. Lots of damage done to Furries on 63, and now removed by Dupree, in fact. So Jisk has been working his way in from Ivy the whole time. Glaive able to take out Stewie.
I've never seen that sort of like self-preservation before. You're just like, let's not even buy utility here. If we lose any players, we want to make sure we have loads of cash going forward. That's quite an interesting approach. Maybe something they've been working on in their little boot camp. I don't think I've seen that from them before. But either way, coldzera gets 1. They always seem to at least leave with a frag. Not going to mean too much here. Dupree gets 4 again. He's got 8 frags to his name. As we go 3-0, and there should be an AWP available. Tarek buys it again, and he drops it towards Fallen, so it doesn't look like they'll go for a double AWP setup just yet.
Yeah, I guess it's a matter of knowing your role at this point in time for Tarek. He needs to pull up his socks. So too does Fallen, so too does Stewie. Cold and Fur both have 3 kills, no one else has any. As we start round 4, Dupree's going to smoke out toward the yard immediately. Meanwhile, fast play toward the halls, it seems. And Device with the AWP is leading the charge. Stewie gets back up on top of the train instead. Fallen has Magisk. That starts it off. He's on the board, and so too is the op.
Well, here we go then. The inside execution looking very likely. Maybe focusing towards that upper ramp. Indeed, Fallen gets the first kill. That was towards A main. Magisk gets dropped. I assume they'll just try and go power and numbers here towards inside. But there are 2 players, and it's going to be Stewie and coldzera. Waiting patiently. They've dropped an incendiary to buy some time for a rotation there, but all 4 players for Astralis will be entering the inside bomb site. MIBR need to convert this one. They go 4-0 down. I'm not sure they'll be able to recover this. They need to capitalize on this lead they have. Good start though. Tarek with the first, and Stewie struggling with this kill. He's going to be taken down here, but luckily Glaive's low HP. He might be able to get away, but not quite. 3 versus 2. Still a minute on the clock here as Fallen rotates him with the AWP, and he can see the bomb as well. Zipex watching the backlines, has not got a rifle. He's low HP as well. Surely Fur will take him down here. And indeed he does.
Exactly that. So Device now knows the problems ensue, and in all directions, as he has to try and get the bomb, get it planted, and kill 3. Cold finds the angle instead, and MIBR find the round. It took them 1 less this time to respond to the early onslaught of Astralis. Fur has looked very sharp.
Yeah, he really has.
Who didn't take the branding off that water bottle?
Yeah, come on.
That is unacceptable.
Stop the game. Pause it. Let's get that sorted. There we go. Get it off the screen. Double AWP set up for the CTs.
Just so Dupree and all of his trash. Is he sick? Is he like drinking like 6 cups of tea there or something?
Yeah. Just keeping the vocal cords nice and loose there. Making sure it's all fine. Oh, Glaive's actually got the pistol here. I thought they'd be fully equipped, but no. Device without a helmet. Actually significant against his M4s. Glaive just with the CZ. Whoever loses this round might be on an eco, I'd say. It's definitely Astralis. It depends on whether MIBR save weaponry or not. But here we go. A chance then to really get into this game. This will shut down the money on the Danish side. For inside the pop dog room this time. Glaive just jumping over, just looking for a bit of intel here, seeing if anyone's directly beneath. Inside execution looking likely again. It's only Stewie 2K who's waiting inside. You can see him towards a connector. AWP in hand. He's got no real utility to deny the plant. If he had an incendiary, he might be able to slow them down, deny the plant for a certain amount of time. They're going to go for a contact play here. They're going to jump down together and try and use Device's AWP with a bait. Indeed they will. He'll hit the first, and the timing's not great there. So Stewie will get the first kill, fall down. They have got access towards the bomb site here, though, so he's still in a lot of trouble with players above him as well. And he's going to hit this shot, no problem at all. Zipex gets taken down. Stewie doing absolutely everything perfectly so far. Stays alive for as long as he possibly can, but Glaive now, players in front of him, but still in a lot of trouble.
He does manage to get back into Z, so he's still a problem here because he's removed himself. And in that alone, in the shadow of doubt, he becomes a problem. Tarek had to hunt him down, managed it well, and they will get the kills required. So they'll pick up the round. And MIBR go 2 in a row. You said it, Astralis is going to be back toward an eco. However, they do get a bomb plant on this, and it'll be a second bonus so that they're not going to be sitting out without money for too long. This round's certainly not going to be great, but the one after, they'll be able to buy it completely.
Yeah, I say that came down to a 1v1 perhaps. They would consider buying up into this one, but it's not really required now. They're going to buy up next round. You can see timing not great there. They both jumped down at the same time and giving them 2 targets, one of which is the Device. Had a good chance of trading it, but running down like that, the flashbang wasn't quite perfectly timed. The flash had to come in like a second before. That would have been super effective then. But either way, Astralis still in the lead, 3-2. But let's get some pistols here. No armor, no nades. Just looking to cause a bit of financial trouble for the Brazilian squad. We'll see. Round 6. MIBR. Surely we're picking this one up as we have an AWP towards the upper ramp. That's Stewie again. Falls back after throwing a little bit of utility there. Just the incendiary to hold them off while he repositions at the lower ramp. But Zipex is down on the other side. This could fall apart. Zipex with a PG-50. He can see the shadow. As you can see, he's going to try and surprise him. He's got this kill, no problem. Oh, thought he was on top, but no. He was beneath. The shadow actually a bit troublesome there. There's a problem with CSGO. You can't see your own shadow. So if you're not 100% aware of the shadow positions on the map, you can maybe forget sometimes and not know how vulnerable you are. Go on, Zera pulls on back. I don't see a way that MIBR lose this round, but still relatively expensive. 1 kill, maybe 2 with Zipex's position. You can see him on top of the bomb site there, looking for any rotations. The inside area is actually completely open. MIBR taking a huge risk, not even having any presence there whatsoever. They're going to go up the ladder. No, sure not. Luckily, Blade does not punish. Tarek was low as well. That should have been a kill. As they go towards inside, they'll get a plan of this, and it's Zipex still with the AWP inside, remember. So he'll be looking towards a connector. Nice timing on the flank, though. That's going to allow Fur to presumably shut this round down. Zipex not known to be an AWPer. He'll have his work cut out for him in the 4-on-2.
Fur going to work back down the ramp, so they'll cover off the back of the site as well. So far forward, both of the Astralis players, as that bomb continues to tick. They are buying some time on this. Oh, and a doubt that works out because Fallen fell directly in front of Glaive. Unfortunately, Alt picked up not a lot of time to react. So another round going the way of MIBR. They'll tie it up 3-3. Good momentum, trying to get the AK shot down. Look, come on, Tarek.
Just run and chuck it to him. Okay, they've done it. After
even at that point, it's a little bit... Tarek's really struggling today.
But it's 3-3. Bomb planted, though. Astralis with a nice opening pick there from Zipex. They had the inside bomb site for, what, a good 30 seconds before the bomb plant goes in, but that's fine. That's much more than they're worth. A couple of kills in the bomb plant. All for Device. Tying things up. MIBR want to find a lead here. Like we said, 9 or 10 rounds would be... That would be idyllic, but whether it happens against Astralis, I'm not so sure. Or for Stewie this time. Not Cold Zero, so it's been between Tarek and Stewie so far in the secondary AWPing responsibilities. Zero by the server towards Ivy. Smoke down, just to allow him to get there. Nade will be thrown. Right, Unfallen's position, I would say. Not quite, just behind him, and he does 1 damage. Device just trying to bait out the utility here as they boost Cold Zero up. This could actually be brilliant. He fumbles it slightly. I think there was a kill there, but still finds it, takes down Magisk. Nice call. Fall back now, job done. As they just wait for the follow-up utility. They will get out of there and be unscathed. Great work from MIBR.
Yeah, fantastic. Astralis now really having to jump at this to pull it back. Again, their map choice, bringing this out for the first time in quite a while is their map choice. I would have to go into the history books. Look up the stats on when they last picked it themselves, because... if they do, they've got to win, and MIBR looking like they've got the wind in their sails.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's back.
Not really. Still in 2016, bro. Peaked too soon. Fallen at Hitch can spot out toward A main, though. This gives them a chance to actually see what's heading that direction. Very slow and passive play from Astralis being a man down. They'll start to use utility at this point toward the site. Free on the flash alone, wants to go in, and Glaive absolutely destroys Tarek. The Molotov going down towards Stewie, though, is a little bit late because he's able to push out, and Glaive was hoping that it was there before such time that the AWP arrived. As such, he's gone down, and they remove Zipex immediately after. It's Device and Dupree, AWP and AK. Dupree being the one with the rapid-fire weapon.
Good Molotov to flush him out with Device. But he's not watching that position, so great job, but 5 seconds remaining. That will be the round, and they're going to have to try and hold on to the weaponry they have. Or the AK-47. Looks like they'll both survive. Still, much better from MIBR. Keeping 4 players up here. 2 kills to Cold Zero. That nice boost towards Ivy. Yielded the first frag. Magisk goes down. They never really could get into the round after that. Astralis lose the lead. And what they buy up into this one? They got the AWP, the AK, and around 4K on Glaive and Zipex. I said it's definitely worth a buy. We'll take a timeout just to discuss their options, but I think it's worth it. You can get those guys with AKs, armor, smoke and a flash. Magisk might be pistol or SMG. You could go get a little armor with the 3K. You can see that round loss bonus starting to rack up now. 4th stage for Astralis. Average player money at the start of the round, 2.5K, but they have got the 2 save weapons. Device 5 kills. Hasn't really gone into that godlike mode yet on train, which is very good news for MIBR. He hasn't had massive amounts of impact. So do they buy? I would say yes, but they might be thinking otherwise. There's the AK for Zipex. Presumably, Glaive purchases up as well. So Magis does get the Galil armor. That costs you 3,000 on the nose. With the $2,000 rifle, the $1,000 for the helmet. And an inside play looking likely again. 4 players towards the brown halls. Fur there with the incendiary. Chucks it down. They're going to run through that. They're committed now. And ooh, good trade. I like that, but maybe that even more. Stewie with the AWP. Ooh. Looks like a monster right now. That's not bad at all. 4 on 2. And that should be the round. Nice work from Stewie.
Both of those were so quick. And that absolutely could be the round. They're trying to sort the rifles out and figure out how best to defend this. Bomb down as Magis swings out. Smoke didn't quite see the fact that Tarek got low. And he will spot him on the inside of the smoke. Tarek still having a struggle of a game, but watch the high side. Cold can see an angle above the smoke. Glaive has a timer on his position, and he's getting naded. He's getting Molotov'd. He's getting burned and taken out by Fallen as they find Magis. Cold to do so. MIBR with 5 rounds in a row. Timeout perhaps, Astralis?
Perhaps now with the maximum loss bonus, yes, I would say so. 5 in a row. The rounds have been closely contested, though. You can see that bomb was down. If it wasn't for Stewie hitting some magnificent shots upon arrival, that should have been in the bag for Astralis. That first one, how quick is that? The second one, arguably better as well, as he just reacts so quickly on his day. He can be a world-class AWPer. Goes without saying for Fallen as well. 5-3. AKs are out in full force. Oh, the Krieg as well there for Device. So no AWP for them this time, as initial utility thrown towards the outside area. Smokes, flashbangs, just to show some presence. I think they're going towards inside once again. They're trying to pull a rotation away, as Fur is in a great position here, but they have spotted him. He'll have to drop off and surely goes down here. Couldn't do anything about that. Wasn't expecting the pace, but Stewie certainly was. He hit great shot before. Double smoke, you can see they're panicking somewhat on the T side, and now he'll have to wait and reposition. Stewie, great job so far, but now taken down. Will this be Astralis breaking the streak of MIBR?
Cold Zero getting a gap on the other side of the train, perhaps where one of those smokes could have gone. As you say, they panicked a little bit. They threw that down a little bit early. And will still hold MIBR at bay. AWP for Fallen as he wants to try and get back inside of the site. Looks down the lane. Immediately traded out. Cold finds Glaive. Fallen has to back off ever so slightly. This bomb might be one too far removed as Cold goes high, knowing Dupree's up close and tags him, but cannot get the kill. And Astralis finally respond.
Really like that from Astralis. They've ascertained that the AWPer is alone inside. So, why not? Let's show a little bit of presence towards outer. 2 smokes, flashbangs. A player just firing off some shots towards main entrance, quickly towards inside. Even if Stewie is there, you've got 3 players going down the inside ramp. So, even if he hits the first shot, he should be trading that out, or at least negating the second. But it was Fur who went down with nothing, and still a decent retake attempt there from MIBR. They managed to keep the round expensive for Astralis, but still, they will be winning it with 2 players surviving. A double AWP set up again, and you do not want to take that AWP out of Stewie's hands. So fair play as Fallen spots the first player jumping across there. Flashbang's deployed and he eats it. Fallen will have to be removed from the situation for a few seconds there as they make their way out. It is a tense moment here. You can see Tarek and co playing in front of the smokes. You're right, Tarek still looking like he's just trying to find those kills that look like guaranteed. The smokes are down, he's got some intel, but still being out-positioned and out-aimed. Haven't seen much from him so far. Really do need to see him turn it up. UMP for Glaive. A lot of reset potential here. They don't have a lot to work with. This round goes against him. It might be a double eco. Fallen doesn't quite miss the shot. Tries to react in time, but can't do it. 1 minute remaining. Not clear as to where they're finishing out. Looks like an outside execution to me with the flashbang. Well, Tarek, how are you alive? It surely goes down here. And again, it's him being dropped first.
3 kills to his name. Fallen only on 6 to know. Has had some impact as Stewie takes Device out of the equation. So they're equal thus far. 42 seconds left, and they'll head toward B, where Fur gets against the wall. Traded out immediately. However, Glaive is very low on HP and has to get the bomb down with 34 seconds. Stewie's going to push on an AWP and somehow gets Majescu shot first in that exchange.
That's insane.
That might be round. Glaive's given up on the bomb plant, wants to fall back, but guess who's going to meet him? Cold Zero immediately on the stairwell. Reset for Astralis as well.
Big one of that. They had barely any money into that round, and they won the previous. So now they have no loss bonus. They have around $2,000 per player. This was Stewie getting it done once again, waiting to Device to peek, and then he pushes this smoke as well. How he wins that battle, I'm not sure. Majestic even spotted him. We saw it from his POV, but still hits it. He really has turned up in this second map, 6-4. Full eco pretty much for Astralis. Some deagles, no armor, 1 flashbang. Magis has got some Kevlar, might have had a bit more money than his teammates. For now, MIBR, this is exactly what we want to see. They do have A real good chance now finding double digits on the CT side. This round will be theirs, almost certainly. Fallen looks to be getting better and better each round as well. Cold Zero on 11, just a note. We haven't seen MIBR really change things up again. Remember on the CT side of Mirage, we said they were just sticking to their game plan. The default's not overthinking the situations, to stick to what's working. Haven't seen them go for a massively aggressive inside push, which is one of their telltale signs. I think when they're doing well on train, they do that a lot back in the day. We don't really see that too often anymore.
Good hold from Tarek this time to find Glaive Bomb. Gets flung forward after Fallen found Xyp9x. And Cold was wait patiently toward the Ivy position, where in which the last two remaining players are. They'll find that out momentarily. One great shot, makes no mistake on it. dupreeh, with two lovely deagle shots, knows now that he can draw this out and make it not only expensive, but perhaps somewhere in the back of his mind thinks he may have a chance. The one thing that thwarts all possibility of such chance is the fact that Bomb is down inside of the A site. He now has to rotate back, and Fur's aware he's fallen away from Ivy, so where next will he arrive? Naturally, it's A main, and no mistake at the M4, 7-4 for MIBR.
Looking very good here. 2 rounds in a row for them. Money's still not there for Astralis, like I said, like double eco territory. If they hadn't bought those deagles, they'd actually have enough to buy in this round, believe it or not. Those deagles they bought are $700 a piece, have left them just shy of 4K, so it might have to be the same again. Looking for the third stage loss bonus now, 7-4. Astralis, to be fair, they could get 2 rounds on the T side and be fine. So I'm not too worried for them just yet. I'd like to see MIBR win out, get the 11-4, give himself a real fighting chance of getting to Inferno as Tarek looking to find his confidence a bit more now. Flashed in. Nice kill by him. Doesn't want to be taken out with this pistol, though. Needs to make sure he stays alive. Can't let himself get frustrated as he holds up and towards A main. Looking to find multiple kills here. Surely we'll get this one on device. Shouldn't be much of a contest, but taken down to the Glock. Disappointing again, but Tarek and no bomb will be planted. That is some good news, though. As Cold Zero will find the penultimate kill. Just Mages going to be taken care of by Fallen. There it is. Tarek, the only player to go down that. Well, it's around number 13. The AWP's out device. We'll see whether he's got a decent spawn. Maybe go for that A main challenge. That could be a nice way to open things up. Let's go down, maybe straight towards the lower ramp. When CTs get comfortable, they start moving the AWP around towards directly beneath that lower ramp. So maybe going for the first pick. If Fallen wants to change things up, he's got a decent spawn to do so. Oh, yes. Henry, you've caught it again.
Wow, okay, just pat yourself on the back.
Well, no one else is going to.
Wow, Henry,
you get a compliment
so
out of
good
you
at this.
It's like getting blood out of a stone. So watch this.
I can get blood out of a stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a stone. Don't move.
So the AWP does go inside, and it will be dupreeh, unfortunately, for MIBR's Tarek again. He needs to stop dying first. He needs to realize that he's the one going down every single round here. And that pop dog needs to change because Astralis are abusing it somewhat, but still a 5-on-3 with Fur in this position. This could actually be enough.
Hang on, though. You'd think that, right? Device looks like an easy target. The problem is dupreeh is still inside of A main, so if he walked by on that, look how much company he has. They won't expect him to be so close, though, so patience pays off. Gets one great read. Turns around and catches out Xyp9x as well. That's brilliant, considering Device is still a menacing problem getting towards Sandwich. Now Hell, in fact. Just opening up one single kill. Cold's not going to have any idea. This is now boot on the other foot. He does check it, I think, anticipating that perhaps it was from Ivy. Not the fact that he would have snuck down past the trains. Majest gets one on the nade. It's all on Stewie nonetheless.
Well, there it is. It's going to be
a top job by Fur, unfortunately.
Yes. Well, it's the pop dog room that's a massive problem right now. The fact that Astralis are finding opening picks there, every single time, it's getting a bit of an issue for them. Tarek just needs to fall back and play with the teammates, get the crossfire set up. If there's no trade coming out of it, suggests that wasn't a good call to make as the grenade barely touches Cold Zero and takes him down. He was just about to pick up the kill on device as well. 8-5, money. Not in a fantastic spot. There is enough to buy. Do they want to save it for the last round, though? So Yanko needs to get involved. MIBR have called for a timeout. So get discussed with Yanko right now. As you can see, average money right now, 4.5K. That's actually not too bad. They are going to buy up into it. They've got enough for AWPs here. So Fallen, Cold Zero bring out the AWPs. Not Stewie this time, but looks at things. Tarek with the M4, one smoking. You see, this is when they'll probably go for an aggressive player. I'd say the fact they have such a distinct lack of the grenades. Maybe you do want to go for a first pick somewhere, maybe push towards Ivy. We'll see which way they're inclined. Like I said, they were famed for having these sort of inside pushes before. They are sending 3 players here. Let's see if it works out for them. We have got Fur going up that lower round. This is what we wanted to see from them. And Xyp9x might be caught off guard. This is actually a bit of an Astralis setup. This is the dupreeh ledge. As Flashbang is decent, Xyp9x is aware of it, and he'll get 2 kills. What absolute destruction that is towards the brown holes.
What an animal to turn back on that second kill to find Stewie as well, knowing with great awareness that there was a chance for that push.
Yeah, well, they had to do it, really. You can't hold off a fully equipped Astralis execution with no grenades. You have to go for an inside pick, and coldzera still able to find this round for them. The Orbs have been incredibly efficient. 3-on-3, they're recovering these situations very well. Tarek, a player we've been talking about a lot so far, surely has the kill here. Takes down Glaive. Device, though, at the same time will find the sniper of Fallen, and Dupree just toying with Tarek a little bit there. Knew he had a guaranteed kill, and Device will close it out. That's going to be 8-6. That was the force buy technically from MIBR. Sure, they had the firepower there, but just had no grenades. That's a massive factor on a map like Train. You need to hold up those choke points and be able to focus on positions and lock out T's from pincering you from all angles. As Zipex, he actually transfers from the lower ramp towards that ledge. That was unbelievably sick as Device closes things out. Great awareness. He's looking better with the AWP now as well. 8-6, barely anything here. It's similar to their second round setup. 2 scouts, CZs, and round number 50.
Fallen back at spawn still.
What's he up to?
Don't know. The way he was walking into the fence, I thought maybe he was lagged out for a moment, but seems to be running around again now. I'm not sure. No stop called yet, so we'll carry on as regular proceedings. Molotov down toward Ivy. Cold is inside of the cubby. Waiting for that to extinguish. He's not going to swing out just yet. And Fallen is going to join them at the back tracks. From Device wants to open it up. Flash through. Puts him slightly off angle, but if they go and commit to this, and in fact, the one round they look like they will with the majority of players, 3 of them here, and the bomb, this is when the pistols could certainly be promising if they pop out at the right time.
Yeah, there's nothing to say that MIBR can't win this one. coldzera, that sort of weapon at close range, you can see how effective it is. Mage's got no one with him to trade that kill out, and there's a smoke down. coldzera actually gets a rifle, a bit more damage done. Glaive will get the follow-up frag, and sure, they only have an AK now, but it's a lot better than what it was. So Tarek with the scout still. coldzera has been tagged down to 14 HP, but 30 seconds remaining. Pressure applied to Astralis. If had the AWP, it might be cooking with gas, but overall, looks like Astralis will head towards inside. Maybe not. 25 seconds now. Bomb still in a position where it could go to either sides. So going to show a little bit of inside presence, head towards outside, and the thing is, it's 3 players for... Oh, no.
You hate that, yeah.
Oh, that's a shame to close it out like that.
It would have been potentially a defining kill in the round as well, because it would have slowed the bomb plant. It would have given them a chance to really hinder Astralis' progress toward the site. Now, it pretty much, as you say, means the round is gone. 8-7 looking likely. This time reverse order, at least. MIBR last time was 1 shy of the lead.
Yeah.
Tarek swings out. Stewie's still trying to hold with the same position on the CZ. Won't be able to do anything with it. Bad for Device as he gets back in position, so they'll take it. And as I said, 1 shy of the lead for Astralis this time as MIBR go 8-7. Better first half, and certainly had another good turn of form, but they need pistol. Surely they've got to get 1 pistol in this series.
That's when I walked past in the hallway, the one word I did hear them talk about was just pistols. Pistols, pistols. We need them now. Need at least 1 to hit on a team like Astralis, I would say. On a map, if you lose both of them, it's a death sentence. So you are absolutely right there. It was looking like such a good half from MIBR, but you can see right at the tail end of it, when they started to run out of money, when they could buy, they tried to mix things up. And like I said, those were classic SK gaming plays back in the day. The inside pushes, the Ivy presence, and trying to find opening picks. Just didn't look as efficient this time. They tried to get Fallen inside of the AWP, push up that lower ramp. This wasn't finding the kills required to really justify the push, but at the same time, didn't have the utility to do anything else. So not looking their absolute best, but 8-7 is definitely still possible here. I would say double digits would have been ideal. But we'll get into the second half now. The coaches get a chance to offer their inputs at this stage and talk about the much-needed pistol victory. Yanko's trying to rile up the troops, get them ready. They need this round. Absolutely. It's 8-7. Sure, they have the lead, but they got on the CT side, and Astralis got a nice bed of rounds here to close out the series 2-0. No upgraded pistols on either side, just 1 smoke for MIBR, no Molotov. The smoke's already been deployed, suggests they will use it. Looks like an Ivy push with 3 players here. Problem is Magisk looking to shut it down early, and he's in trouble. He's going to get dropped, no problem at all. Tarek will take care of that. He does spot 3 players there and the bomb. Dupree right next to Fur. This is interesting. who comes out on top. The T's have made their way out of Ivy as Glaive. He's so good at the USP. Wow. What an absolute monster as Astralis look to pick up yet another pistol here. But Tarek, been quiet all series. He has 3 in the round now. Surely not another. He's gone down to 5 HP. Zipex knows he's low.
He nearly got caught hunting him down, though, because Cold had a chance to pop out from Pop Dog. Didn't think that one through. It was Zipex wants to swing. He's got Tarek dead for rights here at this point, and that's the bomb as well, so it could easily equate to the round. He didn't peek it. Well, now.
Bomb down.
Exactly. So Cold needs to go back that direction. Zipex, I think, just spotted him, and therefore they know exactly where he is. They'll play this accordingly. I say Zipex just spotted him. Maybe I was misled. I thought the X-ray and the darkness within the lines was him, but perhaps it was the girder on the doorway rather than his arm sticking out. Nonetheless, he's been found, and Device gets the kill, so 4 for 4 as Astralis pick up pistols.
They certainly do. MIBR didn't really stand a chance. His Glaive, he's been carrying them in these pistol rounds so far. Mirage, he looked spectacular and trained. Just look how precise this is as well. 1 bullet. See you later, Fallen. Same story for Stewie. And yes, they bring the round back some level, but overall, Astralis are incredibly comfortable there. And it will be a tactical timeout. Again, MIBR with 2 of them remaining. So with the option to force buy here, you could get Deagle armor or wait for the AKs in the third. I would say with the scoreline, it's not too detrimental right now. 8-8, I would say just get the AKs out next. But they're definitely discussing their options here and working out what the play is going to be. Maybe just to work out, is there a way to get the bomb down right now? The thing is, if they're taking a tactical timeout, I suggest they're up to no good, Matt. I would be very wary on my rotations as they pull out an AK. So is this a tactical purchase or an all-in situation? It looks like they're going for it.
Seems pretty aggressive for all in,
yes,
given the scoreline. We're dead level at 8th.
So they've got 3 players with $0 now. Fallen, he will invest with them. It's just Cold Zera, who will join him right at the end there. So 1 AK, pistols. This is the Hail Mary. But it could work out. Fur has been playing out of his mind. The only player that's really been consistent throughout these 2 maps for MIBR. He'll have the AK-47 and a helmet, but Device with the AUG. Nice position for it as well. You can see how that scope just helps him out a little bit there. Maybe not so much, as he will hit the wall slightly. And now they know he's there. He does swing out wider. They're going to try and 1-dig him here. And as it gets a little bit awkward, they bait him out perfectly. They take him down. That's another rifle picked up now from MIBR. The CTs won't be able to deny that. Yeah, I was going to say maybe grenade it out of position, but I don't think that's a possibility here.
Cold. He'll get to it. Lickety split. So good start for MIBR.
Yeah. Remember, this was a huge risk as well. Normally bring out the AKs in the third. Battle is SMGs. They've decided to force buy here. This is what they did on the CT side as well, which did not work out for them. They have the 5 and 4. Still time remaining and 4 smokes. So still a fighting chance here. Bomb dropped. It's on the back of Fallen now. CZ for him. The smokes to be presumably deployed momentarily. The thing is, they are running out of time now. It's got to the point they haven't got to the end of Ivy in this. We've hit the 30-second mark. That's where the bomb is. Glaive with the smoke, and he's not watching Ivy. Some good news here from MIBR. The timing's actually looking quite good for them. 3 players inside for the Astralis setup. So this is actually looking quite nice now. MIBR have got Glaive completely pincered in. They'll take him down. And surely this is the round now. 5 versus 3. Bomb will be planted, no problem whatsoever. The CTs don't really have much to say about it. No way.
Right anticipation.
He hit him once, I think.
Yeah, wrong accuracy. So bomb planted. You're right, this could be the round. They don't win pistols, but they can steal back the momentum, and they've done exactly that by picking up a UMP and an AUG to complement that of the AK. We called it the bullpup. Someone informed us of an interesting fact.
Yes. A
bullpup is any weapon in which the magazine is behind the trigger.
Yeah, so a FAMAS is a bullpup as well.
Yeah.
So
I asked about the P90. I assume it's bottom because that clip magazine's on the top.
Yeah.
So I don't think that one applies, even though it would be behind the trigger finger. It wouldn't be the same?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe some gun specialist out there will let us know again.
Well, there it is. It will be 9-8, and not a single kill given away. MIBR with the 1-dig. And I have watched a lot of MIBR games on Train recently. Cold Zera's deagle on this particular map on the T side is like unreal. He is so confident with it. He put on such a clinic in the online season of ECS with that weapon. I'm sure we're going to see more and more of it as we get into round number 18 here. 3 players survive for Astralis, and they will invest into this round, trying to steal back the momentum. But this is a great access point now for MIBR to maybe sink their teeth into this map and have a really nice close game here. It was looking promising on Mirage. This fell apart in the second half. Good shot from Fallen, no problem there whatsoever. Finds Dupree. But Will he get traded out in response? He certainly will. Device that scout. Precision headshot towards Tarek, and his woes continue. Nades deployed, and Fallen's on just 5 HP. Desperately scrambles out of the bomb site there. Needs to get his AK. Does so. He actually wanted to steal away the second AK, so the CTs didn't get it. So a risk, but one that's worth it. As Fur does get another kill. Nice little wallbang through the door there. Pop Dog takes down Magisk. And it will be a 4-on-3. Barely any utility for the CTs. No kits either. In terms of the inside presence, is Glaive with just a pistol. I can't see a world where Astralis pull this one back and this Device goes absolutely ham with the scout. They're going to focus most of their weaponry towards inside. You can see Glaive positioned at the upper ramp. Device watching connector. And Zipex will join the party as well. They're just going to say, well, they go outside, we'll take the loss. They go inside, we'll fight for it. And they could be in luck here. The bomb is actually positioned, I say that, maybe going outside at this point. I was seeing some presence towards Brown Halls. Glaive spots one. 30 seconds remaining now. It looks like the outside commitment comes in from MIBR. Shouldn't be able to lose this round now. Once a bomb is planted, that should be guaranteed.
Should be. Zipic smoked off. Glaive's there. They could have gone for a boost, but at this point they're thinking likely what we are. What's the point? Bomb's down. There's 4 to find, and you've got a gun and M4. No need giving it away. Armor for Glaive, and now a scout. Fair enough, all things considered. So 10 rounds for MIBR. Again, this, as much as they picked Mirage, I would have predicted this to be more MIBR's map than the previous. So this is definitely very much a game. As you say, Inferno's not necessarily been favorable to the Brazilian. I can't say that anymore. To MIBR.
Yeah.
Just gets repetitive, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
To the Americas lineup. But we might get there.
Well, it's just the scouts. The M4 saved. There's an incendiary there for Zipex as well, but they were not forced into the next round. Maybe some PT-50s at the very most. As the fist bumps come through, so it's looking much better now for MIBR. Risk in the seconds with the force buy. It works out very well. Round 19. There it is. CZ for Glaive. PT-50 for Magisk. Nothing really else brought into the round, so we are off. We'll see. Flashbangs. To play from OBR will be successful here. It's going to be Zipex with the first kill, though. Oh my goodness, he's got 2. This could fall apart. They could not afford to give this round up. But we'll start bringing the round back in their favor. But Device, that scout, still finding shots. Dupree will recover the M4 as well. 2 versus 2, but Fallen's been tagged. Dupree been so deadly today. Spots another, but needs to be very careful. He's got no armor on him. He'll melt. Any bullets coming in his direction, he's going down.
He certainly is. Fallen takes his head off. It wouldn't have mattered how many bullets were going there. As it is just Glaive remaining. 3 in a row looking to be perhaps the case. That said, it's low enough HP. Fallen's on 31, Cold's on 68. The CZ for Glaive can be a problem for them. They're going to take the bomb back over toward B, it seems.
Yeah, that should be enough.
Yeah, distance. AK certainly reigns supreme at that range versus the fall off of the CZ. Little Molotov thrown out as well to keep him from walking in. Connector as they plant. They plant safe side of the bomb train. M4 picked up. He fancies giving it a go.
Well, they're buying next round either way, but he might as well see if anyone's pushing up a ramp or making a mistake. Still has enough time. Maybe in the next 10 seconds or so needs to find both of these kills if he is going for it, but right now, still sneaking in and taking down. Coldzera looking stronger and stronger. That's his 17th kill. Portland's looked excellent on this map as well. 11-8. Money there, though. Device, no questions asked, brings out the AWP. 3-1 in the second half. MIBR actually losing both pistols, but this time managing to convert that second round force buy. Device with the AWP, same story for Fallen. What a battle that is on paper. Device at 12, Fallen with 16. Device wants to go for that inside play we talked about before in the first half, just looking for anyone crossing over towards the upper round. Going to bait in Zipex towards the ledge once again. 3 players committed towards inside from Astralis. It's going to be Dupree waiting at the upper ramp with a follow-up flashbang if his players do get some confrontation towards the lower ramp.
To the corner. He warms it up. Lights it on fire. Birdman stack though. Dupree running around. No chance Cold had a fight in that at all. 2 on the ramp as well, ready to trade. Meanwhile, with Glaive, they now know with that much presence at B has to be sharp because they're going that direction. Perhaps it's Magisk instead that has the deed, and he's got the bomb down. It's Fallen and Fur remaining, and they're was going to say trapped, but Fur was actually coming in from A-main on this, so he can pull back some space. Now let's Fallen rotate around. He's got Xyp9x. It's turning yet again. AWP ready towards CT stairs as well, and Device backs off smartly.
Yeah, this is really well done from Fallen. He's doing everything perfectly. Oh! What a shot that is to take him down. dupreeh still has a fighting chance, though. He's made it all the way towards T-spawn. He's going to be making his way towards the main entrance as well. There might be a kill on a plate for him. Depends on the timings. Does spot him. So there it is. That's the frag he needs. He's going to wait, though. Show trigger discipline. And its truest form.
Turn. He's going to turn shortly and change. Well, he's not. I thought Fur would at least turn around and glance at it. Given they had no information, that's incredible. The exact second the M4 gets the headshot, remember it's M4, not AK, Fallen kills him before the second bullet registers, because it actually shot from his gun, but he was dead before it registered. That's impressive.
That is. Well,
it's also extremely unlucky.
There's a couple of kills there from Magisk. He thought it'd be enough, but Fallen that smoke towards the CT steps, waits patiently, and it all pays off in the end. Fallen with 4, and it's another Deagle round here for Astralis. Deagles, PT-50s, Magisk with armor, and they are starting to look a little bit out of their depth here. MIBR with the fire here in the second half. We're going to have dupreeh naded down to 13 HP, so he'll be pretty much removed from the round, and inside play looking likely. These contact plays towards inside can be very efficient towards the upper ramp especially. Pistols versus the rifles, as you'll see the Molotovs just pushing anyone back. It won't actually work out too well here as Xyp9x is just waiting behind the fire, but allows them to get right towards the choke point, if you will. The corner, flash it in, just check it efficiently. Old Xerath and Fur making their way towards that upper ramp. Like I said, very good position for these AKs to get in towards, as they'll have the body system in full effect. Hit their shots, and they might struggle to get this kill. Device will pull one back, but surely trade it out. Great round here from MIBR. Sure, they're giving up a kill, but this is guaranteed now. Just Magisk with the Deagle. Cold Xerath picking up all the kills, just a note there. Looking for the ace. 21 to his name now.
Might get it. He's the furthest forward. Spots it. Does. Ace for Cold. So 5 to his name, 13 to MIBR, only 8 to Astralis, 1 in this half, that being the pistol. The next 5 have all gone away from them. And again, we say it, Inferno is the deciding map on this series. Or in this series. We still have yet another match coming up a little later as well.
We do. North versus NIP. That will be another epic best of 3. I'm sure they'll go right down to the wire. Quite evenly matched these days, I would say. But Astralis for another bye. Currently 5-1 down on their CT side. Still a lot of work to do, though. One of the most tenacious teams you'll ever face on the server. Astralis know they can bring this one back. As they have another full buy here, we get into it. Round 22. All for Device. The kits there. Let's see whether this maybe a bit of aggression from dupreeh will work out. We'll see if he wants to push any further. It's Glaive bravely facing the top of the ladder there towards Port Dog. At least holds that position for now as MIBR go for their default, going for Brown Horse control first. Same Molotov, you want to throw that every single round. AWPers there can be so deadly. And it means that only one player can hold towards inside and allow 4 to be outside. So good stuff so far. Stewie just wants to get a little bit further and see if there's any presence there towards upper, which there is. Device needs to be careful. This movement could catch him off a position. But now looking comfortable. Default continues. They've got their basic control. Nades towards the top of bottom.
Yeah, certainly did. Just step around the wall. None of the particles can penetrate, so he gets away scot-free. Fallen wants to go back out to where in which a smoke exists, and the second one will be deployed. That buys further time. We're down to 46 seconds and a flash behind it. That should, I think, be somewhat telegraphed. Yeah, counter flash. They're expecting someone to be in here. They knew what that play was all about. So dupreeh gets rather easily dealt with. Blade wants to just trade it off, though. Wants to respond. Gets one. Backs off. Terra gets the kill instead, but Magisk able to get the shot over top immediately after. They'll back away. Bomb goes toward B. So I thought perhaps maybe they would get a little more in that from the Astralis side of the trades, but Fallen never giving it up, never trying to hold off rotations, just wants to play the team game, and he'll rotate back around, not giving away any further kills. Although Stewie will. It's a trade back, and Fallen is now in position, but the bomb has to be planted. and he's got 11 seconds to try and do it as Cold tries to defend desperately with the AK-47. He'll attempt to get a little closer still. Spots out Magisk, but a little bit late. Double take. He's taken down before the response, and Magisk doubles up. It's now 9 for Astralis.
My goodness, what a round that was. Back and forth. It seemed like the best call MIBR could have made. Back towards its side. No CT presence there, which it was. It was perfect. The problem was, Fallen had the bomb. He was on the other side of the map. It took him, what, 15, 20 seconds to get all the way towards inside. Luckily, got the plant down. Actually, Device was watching the angle for the cross. He misses it. And the bomb does get planted, but a decent retake. Now Astralis have the double AWP set up for the first time. It's actually Magist that uses the double AWP on the Astralis side on Train. It's the only map you'll see him AWP on. So watch out for that. I'm sure he'll be the one to collect it in a second. He'll presumably be holding it towards Ivy. There we go. We'll see whether he wants to get aggressive at all. Still going to be Zipex, of course, the anchor of Astralis. One of the best in the game at that role. So good for a couple of frags every single time. Great movement, good awareness. Fantastic aim. Doesn't overcommit. It's exactly what we need in that role as Glaive will be caught out of position. Nice smokes at the start. Here's Zipex. We did say normally good for a couple. This time he gets nothing. That could be the round in itself, but Dupree does pull one back towards outside. Will they go for this retake? This is resets all over the place, so if they lose this round, they'll have nothing for the next. If they save 2 AWPs in an M4, though, they'll still be alive and kicking. What do they want to do? I'd say save at this point. Especially that smoke there.
Tarek getting back in position on the AK. And Save seems to be likely nearly caught by it. Tarek now knows they're heading towards CT, which means they're going to go toward the backtracks. Wants to try and get through Zed and cut them off. He's got a chance at it. And he's got another one because he can rotate to Ivy. They're staring him down. Too much attention for him to handle, as it's now going to be 14. However, for his team, he might have the last laugh on Train.
Terrorists win.
Only 9 for Astralis, and that comes off the back of 1 win. Reset is huge. Yanko knows it. You can see him pumping up the boys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Punish them now, put the nail in the coffin. I mean, they've got the 2 AWPs, they've got the M4, they can do something around that, but it's going to be desperate. It's not going to be perfect at all.
Remember, though, they're still on the CT side. They're not that far behind. Win 1 round, it's 14-10. That doesn't seem impossible now on the CT side of Train. This is going to be the most testing point of the game, though, for Astralis. They have 2 AWPs, the M4. They almost certainly will buy up into this. No reason not to. So they're going to buy whatever they can. Maybe a couple of SMGs required, maybe a shotgun. You see that every now and then on Train. Right now, Zipex has the CZ. Not sure what the final complexion of the round will look like. The AWPs are great here, but where do they plug the holes? Maybe 2 UMPs. Haven't seen the MP5 so much recently, just to know. I think that's dropped off.
Good.
In terms of this novelty.
Yep.
Doesn't seem as
Take
prevalent anymore.
a month and a bit, and everyone will get it out of the system.
Yeah, there was just 2 events where it was like really popular. But looks like we'll be underway momentarily. No one's shouting. This might be technical.
I think they're just going to restore the game, I was told. Yeah, the MP5 to me just doesn't seem proficient at all. Armor penetration seems pretty poor. Fall off's pretty significant. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I think on some CT sides it could be situational because obviously the silencer, but on the T side especially, that's not going to be a massive deal. You're taking duels, you don't really want that weapon against eco players. Maybe the MP7 or this the UMP, the classic, as we're still waiting for this technical issue to be resolved. You can see the guys just quiet now, pacing at the back. Yanko waiting for his team to find map point. There's the reset coming in, so we should be underway momentarily. So, UMP for Magis, that seems about right. UMP is pretty much a perfect weapon in this scenario. You've got 2 players on 3K. They both purchased up with that SMG. 14-9. Grenades to be bought up. 1 kit so far. Zipex can buy another one. He's got $500 residual cash. Does he want to do it? I guess not the end of the world if he doesn't. As long as they have 1 kit, that's fine. But it's Magis and Device. AWPs. Will they go for a similar sort of stance to MIBR when they're back towards the wall? Go for the aggressive push towards Ivy or inside? Remember, they don't play that map as often, or this map I should say, so maybe they don't have that in their back pocket to really deploy. We'll see though. Device looks likely to go towards a connector and watch the main entrance at the very start. A classic angle, just needs to hit the shot. Spots 1 crossing towards Olof. It's called Zera, and he'll get 1, but that's all he'll find. Dupree, a scrappy kill, but gets it all the same. All in out. AWP once again at the main entrance. Molotov's in. It's called Zera. They had the good spawn and
Flagged.
goodness, that was so close to a kill. He does hit him. Great effort. Glaive down to 16.
Tarek works in from Ivy. Smoke deep. Device forward of it with the AWP. Makes no mistake hitting the shot. Expected, perhaps, that they would try and work down given the smoke's placement. So, well read, well struck. Fallen. Still with the AWP. Wants to try and hold off the angle from afar to allow Fur to get closer. He's crouched down. Fallen can see above him. Make no mistake about it.
Oh, my goodness.
Again,
How's he done that?
Bomb train? Just barely saw him sticking out, perhaps?
I have no idea, but it was sick. Whatever happened there. Device actually throws away the AWP to Dupree, low HP player. And this should be around. Remember, 14-10. Still a little bit scary for MIBR. Until they get that 15th round on the board, this still isn't a done deal. At least want to guarantee overtime first before you can... Oh, how is he alive? Fallen.
And Device as well, though, you could say, because Stewie was smoked off.
Oh.
Exactly that. As soon as Fallen had the information, yeah, fair play, he gets away. Stewie could have punished that much sooner. He's a low HP on 11. He wants to go back down Pop Dog, read rotations, and give a little bit more presence toward the outer site while the bomb transitions toward B. It's only a 1-man advantage. And Dupree and Glaive are not that well off combined. 15 seconds.
No bomb there yet. Stewie needs to hit
I don't know if he can get there. Stewie realizes the situation, and they, with even the slightest bit of resistance on B, go back toward A. That's round done. Bomb hits the deck. Stewie going to try and do what he can for kills, but Xyp9x does not need to engage, and that alone will win it out. Astralis find the 10th.
Oh, he'll survive, though, the AWP. He gets no money, but can still drop an AK. You can see the money's not actually amazing for MIBR, so a lot more expensive than it had to be for Astralis towards the end. We didn't see it from Device's POV, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. This was his opening kill, though, towards the Ivy position. Nails that as well. Picks up the M4, and then it all starts to go a little bit wrong, but Glaive with the AWP managed to find the round victory. They're still alive and kicking here on Train. Need to actually convert a few rounds in a row. They need to break the money down of MIBR before we can start having that conversation as to whether they can do this. Lose this next one, they will be reset themselves. This is indicative as to whether MIBR finish things off right now or we go a little bit further. We'll see. 14-10. Double orb set up again. Mages hasn't really done too much of his just yet. But no UMPs inside, I don't think. It's an MP9, so I am correct in one sense, but it's the lesser of the SMGs coming through. But Glaive, I'm sure, will be more than fine. He's a small cookie, that one. We're going towards Ivy, flashing through, trying to find the first pick and punishing players on the other side. Wow. He surely is going down. There had to be an insta-kill.
Great idea, but they just weren't close enough.
Yeah.
The MP9 from that range against armor, no chance. I mean, look at the HP. He hit Fallen once, he has 88 left.
Yeah.
Like, what do you really want from that gun?
He just wanted to get a one and done there. Sabotage their attempts of a default, but like he says, it doesn't really work out for them. Third map looming now. That's Inferno. Astralis fine with that. This is their pick. Not sure will be a mainstay for them, but we'll see. Stewie takes that.
Again, group stage, right? This is the time to do it.
Definitely. Absolutely. Just, it's the first time I think we've seen them pick it in a while, so I'm just interested to see whether that trend will continue after this. But they can still win the map. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. 5 and 4, definitely recoverable.
Swap things around. Top down. Dupree's going to be forced forward to that. Tries to use the ladder perhaps to get some mechanics over top of it. That or hesitation. Either way, he's locked in there. Good shot from Majesk. All too easy, in fact, considering they had the smokes down. They just ran up the lane. Linear perspective, easy shots. Majesk backs off, wants to catch them in transition, but toward the bomb train at this point. Remember, they're still trying to work in from Sandwich. 3 on his right.
10 seconds on that.
Oh, he hits it! The timing! Into the smoke, that's the bomb down as well. 10 seconds is right, because now they have to recover. They are on the plant. Fallen trying to put it down. He will, but he's going to fall immediately after, and Device cleared out Fur. That's pretty spectacular.
That's unreal. So most AWPers, when that smoke's down in front of them, they'll always wait a couple of seconds though. But you don't usually hit it when it's that wide. Normally you're holding a very tight choke point like an Inferno towards arch middle perhaps. But that is very well calculated. A little bit lucky as well. Shouldn't be happening. Terrorist did enough to get across safely, but Magisk. Oh my goodness, does he ever save them? Smoke down, waits 2 seconds, pull the trigger, takes down Stewie, and absolute pandemonium ensues after that. PD-50s are out, no one can really hit the shots, but there it is, closing it out. It's 14-11. Bomb planted, MIBR will take an eco here. Presumably allow it to go to 14-12, but we'll see. Astralis could give this one up. Stranger things have happened. All it takes is one of those orbs to go down early.
Molotov deployed. That'll be that Pop Dog, as you all can see. Fallen waits on the ladder for that to go away. Dupree, meanwhile, has been caught off a number of times being aggressive, puts his attention elsewhere. It's back toward A main. Remember last time they flashed him and it was rather predictable. And as such, they removed him immediately after. Fur, still just around the corner, doesn't really fancy his chances. Being alone, being with just pistol. Ooh, was Cold spotted? I don't think they saw it. His head, Glaive. He's not going to get much further, but it could have been a kill for them. Glaive's certainly going to see them this time from E-Box. Doesn't need to overcommit to it yet, but flash out. Here's them coming. Steps 1, steps 2. Awkward. Lets his teammate get it instead. That's all he was really doing, Hank. Has fallen the last alive. Has the M4. Again, it was Dupree that was found, but they've got the round.
They absolutely have. No problem whatsoever. They give one away, but that's fine. Starting to stabilize himself somewhat now. Overtime's on the cards now. MIBR might be just happy to get to 15 and just leave it there at that point.
I think they need to be. If they lose this game after being ahead,
yeah,
especially being in the first half and then getting blown out in the second on Mirage, it's just another one of those mental blows for them at this point.
Yeah, just need to get that 15th round. They have no AWP this time, but it is a full buy with the AKs across the board. You can see Cold Zera a little bit behind in the funding. He's just got the one smoke Molotov combo. That's fine, not a huge talking point. Double AWP set up again. Grenade actually pretty decent there. That's lovely from Fur. It's about 60 plus damage, I think, towards Dupree and Device, so not bad at all. We'll see whether Mages can pull this one back. Impressive performance from him. We did call him out. Well, I did at least at the start, saying he hasn't had a huge impact to the AWP. That certainly changed in that massive clutch round they had. As he spots two, he nails both of them, looking for a third as well. Surely get out of there, Mages. You've done your job. Fall back. But still, I don't think he was worth one there. Looked like they outpositioned him. They were ready for it, but he hits both. So fair play, and it will be a 5-on-3.
Yeah, and fair play, but big problems for MIBR. This is a gun round. There's not many of those when you're chasing the economy on the T side. Certainly as they build up that bonus bomb plant, start to be the deciding factor, or differentiating factor, I should say, in that Dupree. On top of the blue train, trying to watch out toward A main. Did make at least some eye contact with Fur. Punched off, expects them to walk out toward the smoke. Sprays in, they line up. I think he did damage onto both, if I'm not mistaken there, but nonetheless, they get the kill, and it brings them one closer to being level. Glaive pushed down Ivy, though, and that took down the plans of going back around that direction to split the site. Fur, he makes good one work on Device, but look at the time and look where the bomb is. 29 seconds, they have to go back toward that. Glaive's not going to stick around to babysit it.
Yeah, but they still have to go through the motions here. It's like, what? Where is Glaive? Do we know where he is? Luckily, he actually has completely fallen back. I thought he'd show a little bit of presence from the dumpster, perhaps. He's going to join his teammates knowing they have to go inside. They don't have the time to actually go in here, making a lot of noise. This shouldn't be possible to even get the bomb plant down, and that's called Zera. Completely outreads Glaive. He can't do it, though. Bomb to be planted, but no way he's going to win the round here. And he gets it down, luckily, actually, considering the situation. Third stage loss bonus will be turning into 4. The bomb down. So they should be able to get at least AK armor. Maybe they'll take a partial buy here, though, Matt, because AK armor, 1 smoke, 1 flash. I don't think that's the formula to take down Astralis here. So they might just take a partial buy, allow it to go 14-14 and look to close things out. Magisk again with that double kill. Really nice. Looked like they completely outplayed him. The scope he had and where he was, like maybe he gets 1.5, he gets both, and is this full eco? They get 1 AK.
Yeah, 1 AK, that's it.
So that's about what I expect.
But
oh, okay, a bit more. They still have maximum loss minus the next round, right? So if you have a grand, you're okay.
The HUD didn't update the negative money, so I didn't see the purchase on that. Yeah, Fur's removed. Magisk gets the shot, not Dupree, despite that we were riding on board with him. The dash cam.
You are right, though. If MIBR give this game up now, it'll be so crushing for them morale, right?
Yeah. Like, it's just, it's, you know, a 0-5, or 0-4, excuse me, no, 0-5, excuse me, Blast.
Yep.
Poor group stage in Chicago, and then you find yourself in this matchup with a chance at different parts of both games. That's amazing. Literally hits the body.
It goes in the pocket of one of them, and it blows both of them up. That's pretty unreal.
Yeah, it's just, when are they start going to, you know, a team so used to winning, when are they going to start getting back to the winning ways? Because you come this close and still lose, it's like, all right, well, now we just can't win. Like, it's just, everything we do doesn't work.
Yeah, well, it's a real shame if they haven't lost this map yet, but it will be so disastrous considering the lead they built up and the storyline of the team so far. The incendiary just so frustrating for them. Stewie's down to 2 HP.
This is over.
They have no nades. They just have to walk in and hope for the best.
Yeah, this is a slaughter for Glaive. Finds only one, backs off being conservative. Terry gets a shot in return. That could make things interesting, but I don't think so. Not with Device up close. Swings it out again with the Lizard.
The Lizard.
And it's 14-14.
Oh dear.
Yeah, this is not ideal.
5 in a row. They had 14-9. It all starts to go wrong at this nade. Oh my, what a nuke this was. Actually lands in his head. It goes
right on the temple. That's so good.
Yeah, I could see him lining up. He surely won't get the timing that spot on, but there it is. Yanko trying to get them in the zone for this last round. Not really much you can say at this point. They'll have an idea of what they do at the start of the round, and that's his input. They'll either be going for a set piece at the start or doing the default into a fake. Can only do so much from this stage. 2 AKs for the CTs. What a great spot they're in now. Who will post map point first, or series point for Astralis? Fallen on the AWP. 21 kills to his name. Looked so stunningly good in the first half, but ever since this win streak started for Astralis, they have all gone a little bit quiet on the MIBR side, but speak his name and he will appear. It's Fallen, opening up things towards the Ivy position as Magus, who's looked incredibly strong there. And a 5-on-4 ensues. There is money available for Astralis if they lose this round, but still a lot of work to do here.
Well, it ensures overtime for MIBR, so it's the hard road for Astralis to pull this back. Cold and Stewie will accumulate at the top of the ladder. Dupree is below. He'll back away. No further regression yet from MIBR. Fallen seems more than happy to sit and just watch Ivy to see if there'll be a repeak. Smoke down. He'll get closer. Device on the other side of him. Sneaks by. Nade out.
It's a good one. That couldn't have been more detrimental, really. Well, it's Dupree. Is he going to be flashed in here at all, or just waiting for his opportunity to strike in the corner?
They did this last time, and the last time they threw that deep smoke, they predicted where Dupree was going to be. They counter-flashed back out and took him down in the corner, but he's changed his angle this time, so we'll see if that pays off or not. Device, meanwhile, has company. He's got to be careful. Conservation. Really? I was going to say, the reload, they're going to be all over him. He realizes that I don't agree with that.
No way, 30 bullets. That was way overcommitted. He didn't anticipate them to be so close. 5-on-3. This round should be done here.
And the problem is now Dupree has to look back in the sight, thinking that everyone's in that direction because Device called so many. And he's got Fur behind him. Good find from Glaive. You're right. That drops the bomb. 10 seconds. Xyp9x just has to continue to be chaotic, which he's done.
Oh,
and the round is gone. 6 seconds. Bomb's on the ground. Fur gets a kill back. Xyp9x has to stay alive.
He's done it. It's over. Oh, my God. How have they given that round up? MIBR, an absolute catastrophic meltdown right at the end. They ran out of time. They had a 5-on-3. And it goes down like that. It's going to tilt them off the face of the planet for this potential final round. How has that happened, Matt? They look so like they look so disjointed when the communication comes down to those milliseconds and everything has to be spot on. You could see them looking very panicked and couldn't get the bomb planted. The double spray down comes in and it is series point posted by Astralis. I can't believe MIBR give that round up. What a difficult position they put themselves in now. They get all the kills. You can see Xyp9x is just trying to pounce at that point. Once the round's won, he's going to, I'll try and kill both of them still. I don't care about saving anything. I'll try and get both of them down with me.
Yep.
But this could be it now.
Unbelievable that they're able to just keep the bomb fumbling, I guess you want to call it.
They looked like they were hoping one of their teammates would just step up, find the kill. The bomb we planted, like they just looked like there wasn't good communication there at all. It was very chaotic, and that's always going to be something that this team's going to struggle with. They're not going to have the best comms. Astralis, a full Danish team, right, speaking their mother language, and either way, let's see if Fallen can open things up. Great shot to take down Glaive. They've got the opening again here, looking for overtime, but is he going to be ready for this? You better believe he is. It's Fallen getting the first two, but still Device is there. His nemesis takes him down. Dupree, what a play this is. Can he time it well? Gets the bomb down. He's got a player right behind him, though. Surely they'll drop him in response. It will be Stewie to get the kill. My goodness. Astralis with 2 orbs remaining, Device and Magisk. One towards the connector, one at Ivy. Yeah. This isn't done just yet.
And that's all they have to hold the round. The bomb going down certainly bought space, but Dupree was the last rifle. What a shot from Fallen to catch out Xyp9x as well, getting aggressive. Magisk knows the situation. He knows he's got to go forward and find information. If he actually can get in behind the dumpsters when they come back around, you can't quite see around to the doorway at stairs, but...
He spotted one.
I think...
he saw them walking towards
It's tough for us on X-ray to see whether or not he could with the edge of the wall. I think he did. He's certainly positioning back inside A as if he knows they're going to be at A main. But he's worried if Popdog goes out, finds one Tarek. He should have absolutely had him down. Tarek can't find the kill. And Magisk now goes back over toward Hal Bomb, getting closer nonetheless. Rotation toward Old Bomb rather than through Z Connector, given the Molotov is down. And Device, he wants a linear perspective. He's got to do it all, 1-on-2. Sneaking in, he's got some utility, certainly has a kit. He's got a pistol in hand, headshot, and Stewie now has to go against an AK because Device immediately grabs that off the fur. There's no clue where Stewie's gone at this point in time. That smoke is certainly ominous, but how aggressive? Oh, did he see him at the ladder? Not quite. No. Thinks he's toward Popdog, has to read, sees him on the train, still didn't spot him. Taps, but Stewie gets the kill. We go to overtime.
My God. Magisk almost did it again. That was so tantalizingly close for Astralis, but the reset comes in. The great equalizer for MIBR is exactly what they needed. Pressure has now been released. They have got the overtime. It's down to Fallen. He had this run down Popdog, starting hitting all the shots towards inside as well. That's some vintage Fallen there for you. As Stewie closes things out, he had a huge advantage there in the 1-versus-1. Device did what he could. Found the first kill, the CZ, upgrade to the AK. But still couldn't close things out. We do go to overtime here. It is 10K, MR3. First to 19 closes it out. If it goes 18-18, we go to double overtime. It will be Astralis staying on the CT side. Incendiary here to start to push Fallen off. It'll just be roasting slowly above those flames. Cool little grenades to land towards the top of Popdog there. But now everything's calming down. Everyone fully equipped. Single orb on the T side. Fallen has managed to get its way down towards the Popdog room. Molotov at E-boxes to push players like Dupree back, but he'll be safe in the connector for now.
Shot from Fallen takes out Magisk. That gives them the advantage. Same player they found last time to open it up. Cold on top of the train. Device again gets caught overstepping the mark. Still not getting the kill back on Cold either. He's on 12 HP. It's Fur that gets Dupree instead. Glaive finally gets one for Astralis. As Xyp9x gets closer inside of the smokes, he'll use that to his left side. That little bit of a bulge, that cylindrical smokes position. Try to cover off Fallen, but even then when he steps out, he's gone immediately. Glaive's got to go next in line, calm him down, and he's running away. Trying to save the weapon at this point. It's MR3 10K, remember?
Yeah. So
you have to save, because if you lose 2 in a row, you're back to pistols, and that's pretty much the game.
Especially when you're running double orb setups on a map like Train. Absolutely so. So this is going to be Glaive just trying to stay alive at this point. Maybe want to get that AK just to take something a little bit more significant the next round. Now that's not really an option. Left at the low ramp. Wasn't sure what was on the other side there, so didn't want to risk it. 2 kills to his name. 22 in total. There's the first from MIBR. Nice quick approach towards outside. Really nice work from Fallen once again. He really has come into his own on this map. Train. To be expected, it's an Orpus paradise. Device with 22. He's had some fantastic rounds as well. Mages 23. All the names we expect to be hitting the shots of the AWP. We'll get into round number 32. Will we see Inferno? That will be the third and deciding map if required. No chance of it now of MIBR picking up that first round. We'll see. Single orb setup now for Device. Magisk. Oh, look at the speed of that. Fallen hits the shot.
That's incredible.
We need to see that from his POV.
Magisk has gone down first 3 rounds in a row, by the way.
Yeah. There's not much he could do about that.
No, that one's just going to be frustrating to him. There's nothing he did wrong. He's sneaking up. He has coverage. Boom. Jump. Run boost. Nails it when he lands.
As the fastest you can go from a run boost as well. He's full speed. Maximum velocity.
What is the unit speed in a run boost?
I don't know, but that looked incredibly quick.
Someone's got to know that. I've never actually thought about that. Because the only servers I play unit speed has air acceleration on for KZ and stuff, so...
Back towards the main entrance. Device will at least pull a kill back. That's Fur being dropped. Playing in front of the smokes this time. Device trying to be a little bit more aggressive to combat the fact that Fallen's having such a field day with the opening picks. Stewie at the end of the upper ramp here. They still have 50 seconds, so don't have to fully commit. It looks like an inside play though with Tarek with somewhat of a fake towards the position. He fires off the shots there. Okay. He definitely had the upper hand if he just stayed alive and tried to show presence, but now they know there's at least one player towards Ivy. Zipex, though, really in a compromised position as he'll be falling back as the bomb makes his way towards the side. Good shot from Fallen. Excellent work from him so far. He continues to hit absolutely everything here, man.
He's got all 3 kills in this round, and he's absolutely destroying Astralis' chance of keeping money alive. They now know exactly where Dupree is. He's in a 1-on-3, has to give it a go, and aim punched off of it. Cold nails them and puts him down immediately at 17-15. MIBR looking to get map point on the first half of overtime.
He's Fallen with the run boost. That's so quick. That's so nice from him. This is presumably... Ooh, but a slow motion there as well. Mages just didn't stand a chance. Fallen, he's taking matters into his own hands now. The legend returns as the last 2 rounds have just all been about him. It's the final round of the first half of overtime here. You can see the shotguns coming out, and Device somehow still the AWP will find the first. Tarek dropped again. And they'll go towards inside. They know Zipex plays that position alone. That'll be the correct call here, because Zipex is alone with the Mag 7 this time. Unless he gets an instant kill, he is done for. It's not going to happen. Does no damage, and compromised position for Glaive & Co. as they'll try and recover. Looks like a 3-0 all day long as Device. Remember, he's got no armor here. Now no head. Stewie removes that. Nice assertive play here from MIBR. 4-on-2. Dupree and Mages. No kits, no utility. Surely done for. Stewie. But it's one of the final nails in the coffin here. Just Mages waiting here, though. He's got no chance.
Try and give it a go, as you say. No chance. Fair play. It's Stewie. Follows it up with Cold. Knows where Fallen is. Nearly got the shot onto him. If he pulls this round off for Astralis, this would be an absolutely heroic play because it would give them a chance in the next half. Had he hit and fallen, might have had it. But now we go to CT side for MIBR and a chance to wrap it up in just a single round.
1 round required on their T side. Or their CT side, I should say. So it's the same story. 10K. Will they go for the double AWP setup? I don't think they should. I don't think it looked particularly strong for them. But we'll see which way they want to go with this. Astralis need 3 rounds in a row just to take us to double overtime. They cannot win at this point. It is the double AWP setup, and not Tarek. It will be Stewie who will be picking that up. And we're off. Device didn't have the best spawn. He'll just be going for the default here. Nothing too strange happening at the start of the round. 1 player inside, that's Ferb. AWP connector. Presence towards that pod dog. Remember, his Tarek has been going down consistently on the CT side there.
Fallen. Couldn't do anything of it. Snuck out and Dupree got the kill instead. Tarek eats the nade. Does do damage. There's a Molotov in front of him. Very quick on the trigger. He seems very jumpy.
Yeah, well, he did well to get 1.
He did do well to get 1, but he still just seems very anxious in those situations. So perhaps that speaks to the point that he did well to get 1. It may not matter. It's Cold as the last alive. And Astralis looking very, very prominent on their first approach. They'll take the 16th for their name, at least. MIBR, again, all they need is 1. And this is their next chance. If they lose this...
Same story, isn't it?
Yeah, we could have the exact same story.
That would be bizarre. And that means momentum goes back in Astralis' favour because this was a lock-in from MIBR. You're now on the CT side. You've got a 3-0 on your T side. That should be a GG. They'll go double AWP setup again. That is all the funds expended. Stewie and Fallen once more. Molotovs at the start towards Ivy. Dupree deploys that. 0 player in Pod Dog this time. You can see, yes, Tarek's made an adjustment. He is not doing well in that Pod Dog spot, so why keep playing? That doesn't really make sense. Fallen gives away his position now. They know he's out there, but somehow hits the shot while half blind as well. Takes down Dupree, and he looks like he wants a bit more. Hits Glaive as well. If they do win this map, it's been because of Fallen. In the second half, it's been unbelievable. He does miss a shot there, but he can't hit absolutely everything. Here's Fur, and he misses it. Oh my goodness, this could still fall apart. 3-on-2, but Glaive and Zipex are incredibly low. Stewie rotating in from inside. He still has the AWP at the backtracks here. Device gets himself on the bomb train. CT's towards Ivy, and the bomb's alone. Glaive's got that. This could all fall apart here. He does spot... Did he spot the barrel? I'm not sure, but he still has the upper hand here. If he checks his corner, guaranteed kill. Nice work. And that's just the AWP Stewie now. This is Astralis' round to lose. They've spotted him. Don't have to go anywhere near it. And remember, that's a double AWP set up in the previous round again, Matt. They've got the shotguns and SMGs this time.
Yep. So now it really is on for MIBR. Gonna have to perhaps get super aggressive and do something unorthodox to try and make this work. Astralis a chance to tie at 18-18. If so, we look for 22 as the magic number in the next overtime.
Well, Scouts, CZs, UMPs, these rounds are not impossible though. All it takes is 1 missed shot, 1 fumble, They're just rushing inside. I like it where they are. Doesn't look to be the case right down the pop dog, the exact opposite, of course. And they'll be going towards the bomb train quickly. See the smokes down already, so stifling to deal with, especially when you've got weapons like CZs and Scouts. Have got 3 players towards inside. Oh, good try from Cold Zero. That was pretty much their only chance of winning this round. If he gets a couple of kills and denies the plan, but Zipex will take care of that. Smoke still down, a little bit risky with that going towards Connector, but still, CT's above pop dog. We're going double overtime, Matt.
Yeah, I think we are. I think this is already over. They'll try and go for it through Pop Dog, all jumping down at once, but they're just going to give themselves up to Magisk, who was bullied at the end of regulation and the start of overtime. He makes no mistake to close it. In fact, turning around, he finds 4 kills in the round, all pretty easy at that point, but we start again.
Who would have thought? 3-0 on your T side, and then in response, Astralis do the exact same. You can see the money system still is a massive factor, especially on a map like Train. You want those double AWP setups, they're expensive. Lose 2 of those rounds and you're pretty much giving up the 3rd as well. So will they change up play here on the CT side? They still go for the double AWP setup, but this time it's Tarek. Oh, Fallen loses this game. He's going to be gutted. He's got 33 kills. He's been so good with the AWP.
Ah, the P90 is a bullpup.
Throw back there?
Yeah, just letting you know.
Cool. Well, I'd still, yeah, I guess I don't, actually don't. I can't, I'll believe it. I have no idea. Round 37, and we are all reset again. Like Matt said, 22, magic number, 21-21. So we go triple overtime.
Dupree just barely avoids the flash, which, to be fair, was thrown shallow of its mark, intended destination. Another run boost device. This one to land in the middle of the lane. It's designed to get a kill rather than to bait out a shot and get position. Colt still at the cubby. Smoke down in his direction. Molotov going to go to the right side, isolating his position entirely, so he's going to have to be perfect. Not a pillar nade. Bounce through. They tried to counter it out. They tried to give Cold a chance to peek, but Magisk finds the opener. 5 kills in a row now for him, by the way. Getting 4 at the end of the last round, and now 1 to start it off. Glaive drops. Bomb as well. That's forward of the smoke, so a chance for Fallen, but he's going to have to be so aggressive to babysit that bomb. Still gets traded. Still has Stewie. We find ourselves in perhaps the closest round in overtime yet at 2-on-2, but Magisk is still running rampant as he finds his 2nd kill in the round, and Stewie is now in a 1-on-2 with 12 seconds left. He could try and deny the bomb, but if he does, Zipex is certainly ready to spot him. I say that, and Stewie reads that like a book.
He has to reload now in that connector up against Mages, who has a huge upper hand. He gives his position up somewhat with the grenade, but oh my goodness, what a beast. Hits the shot, no problem whatsoever. It's going to be 19-18, and I have to say, it's a double AWP setup that really isn't working for me in the MIBR side. It doesn't seem to be effective at all.
Magisk was on, like, I want to say 23, maybe 26 at the end of regulation. He's now on 36 kills.
Loving it.
He's just cranked it up.
Yeah. Single AWP setup. This is where they need to be. I don't think Tarek on that secondary AWP's doing much with them. He looks like he can't find positional control, just out of position every single time, surrounded by players. So, Fall in the lower ramp, we talked about this before, he's trying to mix things up. So this is going to be the play. Flashbang down there will knock him out of position. Will recover somewhat. With the first towards Pop Dog, though. That was the in-game leader. Glaive being taken down. No response. Shot from Dupree, but Fer gets a 2nd. Still a 4-3 in their favor, but trying to stay alive there. Drops the smoke. It's not effective. And now only Cold Zero holds outside. He has not got the AWP this time. Fallen does, however, but he's pushed inside. This is not an ideal spot to be in with the AWP. Might have to go all the way around T-spawn.
Smoke down at the Pop Dog. Fallen is going to work forward.
This could be a play.
This could be. They've cleared out the bomb train with the Molotov, and they're going to be... Oh, yeah, absolutely, it's a play. Hello. Yep, I'll just set my vision strictly upon that. They've got no idea either. This could be the first CT-sided round so far in overtime. Oh, guess what? See ya. Zipex is struggling, by the way. Only 17 kills so far in this game. They now know that he's backed in that direction, and that's going to pull them from Ivy. Cold doesn't want to overcommit to it, but again, he's got the same angle. This is the same problem. He doesn't even bite. They try and bait it out. Device is trying to be clever, gets away with it, tries to jump across, but Fallen's still there.
That's all they could do, though, isn't it? That's it. They made a massive mistake leaving the bomb there. Didn't think that Fallen would push through. We did say that was all Fallen could really do. Wasn't the best position to be in there as an AWPer. You get towards the pop dog area, you can't really go down the ladder. You go to see Spawn gets gifted one of the absolute best situations you can get. You got the AWP, a bomb in a horrible position. They can't recover it. They got no utility, and it will be the first CT round. You are right, 19-19. Astralis actually had a huge lead in that round as well. Dropped the ball somewhat. Grenades in, should do reasonable damage towards Dupree and Mages, which it does. We'll find this final round of the first half. Looks like Tarek, there it is. Needs to find the double. He was in perfect position, converts both the frags. Much better from him. Oh, a rare miss though. Will they capitalise upon it? Maybe, because it's Stewie that's going down. Fallen's still alive though, and Glaive somehow gets Fur as well. Do they just book it now towards inside? Tarek's got 2 kills so far, but they are all forgotten now in the 3-on-3. Now needs to do a lot more. Currently positioned by the main entrance. They're coming in his direction too.
Split rounds means buying for everyone in this overtime. It also could be the elusive CT round, as I mentioned, for MIBR. That is the difference. Astralis met with opposition. Zipix is the one with the bomb, and it's heading toward Ivy. Meanwhile, Device needs to clear out A main. And Tarek is very close with an AK, which you'd almost on an off angle favor. How quick can Device react on that AWP to get a shot against him? Does consider looking at it. He's cleared off the other angles, but that's exactly when Tarek gets further up. Device spots it, but the AK takes him down. Absolutely no question about it. Cold has the angle. Zipix now left in a 1-on-2 with only 36 HP. He knows where Tarek is. Gets some fire into him to hold him off. Smoke toward the connector, and he wants to get this bomb planted as fast as possible. Fallen making some noise as well, working in from Pop Dog. Clever from Zipix not to move at all. Can see the feet first as he takes down Tarek. Knows that Fallen is out toward Pop Dog, but it's the AWP, and MIBR is going to find number 20.
They absolutely are. Much better on the CT side. 2 rounds there. Zipix, I thought he had that one under lock and key. But Tarek, though, it has been a quiet game from him, but 3 kills. 2 very important ones at the start as well. He will manage to get them in a position where they actually have the lead here once again. And you can see what flash at the start. Manages to get both the frags. Great stuff by him. Zipix makes up for the kill. Glaive overlooks towards that Ivy position, and Zipix, great awareness to take down Tarek, but maybe overcommitted slightly there as Fallen waits for him to make a mistake. And it will be 20-19 as we swap things over once again. Remember, it's first to 22 now. 21 to guarantee yourself triple overtime, so that's just 1 round in that respect from MIBR. But then on the T side, now, traditionally speaking, it should be a CT side of the map. We haven't seen that in overtime. But let's see how this transpires now. MIBR smokes outside, looking to go quickly. But they've got the bomb still in T-spawn, so maybe it won't be a full commitment here. Good flashbang, and Stewie capitalizes upon it. What a spray that is. 2 kills in his name, but Device is there in the connector to at least take him down.
Certainly is. Majestic's going to smoke himself alive. Get up atop as well with the AWP. You can see the ladder, but he can't get the shot. 21. They're looking for map point again. Want to be the first to have it. Majestic does get Fallen eventually. Patience pays off as Fur sits in behind, but can't do anything with the smokes down. Instead, he wants perhaps to go over the train, but a Molotov holds that off. Tarek keeps his teammate well and truly in the mix because Fur was going down to Zipix if he was able to wrap all the way around the train. Man advantage again for MIBR.
Absolutely. Looking for that 21st
This
round.
could be good, though. If he goes slow... Oh, that's exactly... I was going to say, if he went slowly enough, Device had the angle. Bomb is planted.
That's it. That's 21 on the board. No way he wins this one. Device goes down. MIBR. It's been a laboured affair here, but they've got map points again. Astralis looking for triple overtime. Definitely possible. They still have cash here.
Absolute slugfest at this point.
Well, this is the moment where all the tactics have been shown, the defaults have been sussed out, and it's up to the in-game leaders to really pull out all the stops and work out how they can trick the opposition, show some tendencies, and mix things up slightly with some variations. But Fallen, he's not in the business there. He's just trying to kill absolutely everyone he can, facing all the angles, Pop Dog, main entrance, Ivy, whatever he wants, hitting the shot every single time. But that's a nice response. Mages will at least pull back Tarek. 4-on-4 now, but still slightly favours the T's. Maybe not so much on a map like Train.
dupreeh waiting the whole time. Stewie is willing to do the same and invest. Window's gone. AK pulled back out. Fallen takes the AWP back down toward the brown halls. dupreeh is really loving the thought of going aggressive at A main, isn't he?
Yeah, he has been posted up there in different little spots every single time. That's why it's difficult to really rat out of that position, because it's different every single time. It's not just A main. Full stop. He's either right up close or semi-aggressive. We'll see who comes out on top here. It's a mind game at this point.
Oh, I thought he was going to miss that.
Yeah, me too, but he still doubles down. It's a 4-on-2 now. Astralis look like they've got this one in the bag. The cold zero to bring back a 4-on-2. He's going to get this kill almost certainly. Takes down Glaive. 20 seconds remain, and May just should be able to put him to bed here. And it's going to be Fallen. No chance to win the round. He'll be dropped by dupreeh. And as you mentioned, his A main aggression does pay off there. Came down to the milliseconds there. Who's going to come out on top? Further commits with the grenade in his hand. He'll be dropped, and the double kill comes in. Looking for triple overtime.
It always seems it's Fur that's going against him in that position as well. And Fur is a cagey beast because he's so clever in those situations, but had no idea that time dupreeh was so far forward. You said it. This is it. This is the last of the second overtime no matter what. We either crown a winner of train or we do it all again.
Good nade again. That has not... Okay, it wasn't as impactful. Fur's been throwing that pretty much every round and doing like 50 damage, but looks like Astralis learning, evolving as they understand his initial approach. dupreeh this time inside the pop dog room. They've got 2 AKs on the CT side. No AWPs. Device seems more comfortable with the AUG at this point. Will they find the final round? It's MIBR. Looking to close things out, but dupreeh just is so strong in that pop dog room every single time. But still, Major's fighting back here. It's going to be Fur to at least get a kill in their favor. You can see the low HP on him. He's gone down to just 8 as the incendiaries are exchanged. Tarek on the bomb site here, smoked off for now. Will the bomb be planted? That's the next step here, but dupreeh going for a bit of a Fallen play. He's in T-spawn as they re-smoke the connector. Bomb should be planted, no problem now.
Yeah, Tarek the one to do so. Ooh, great shot from Fur. They've swung around, actually, to take over from Ivy rather than Old Bomb, where they were previously positioned. This is a kill. Fallen goes down. They know no dupreeh's there, but that pulls some of the aggro, and they've got the man advantage. They've got a kill on Fur as Glaive runs in. It's all on Tarek. He's been slow in this series on 19 kills. It's time to shine. If he wins this, all might be forgiven because he'll force out Inferno. Does find Glaive completely unaware of the fact that he was potentially going up over top of it. He now controls the situation in a one-on-one, and Tarek pulls it off. MIBR get the map, and we've got Inferno coming up.
What a game that was. We certainly do have Inferno, Matthew, completely correct. And we'll see Tarek, as you mentioned, incredibly slow for that game, but all is forgiven. They got the result required. He manages to win out in the 2 versus 1 at the end. Excellent work by him. What a slugfest of a game that was. A proper